someone like Teddy Bridgewater goes here, I don't know if they believe in Andy Dalton as the answer. They've held off on contract. They have not re-signed him to a long-term deal yet, if I'm not mistaken. Good.
All right.
PG, you're on the clock.
I thought the last one was mine. I was going to go with the same thing either way.
There is Kyle Fuller on the clock as the corner.
All right.
And Jason Barrett. Jason Barrett as well.
Debatable.
I like Fuller better.
Right now, since the skill positions are a key in this draft, I think they go away from the skill position in this one. Take a defensive tackle from Florida State, Timmy Jernigan.
I like it as well. The Chargers have two good outside rushers, Melvin Ingram. What do you guys think about maybe the Chargers going in the way of receiver to go across from Keenan Allen? Just a thought.
I was thinking about doing that, but then all of a sudden I seen that Jernigan was still on the board, so...
Best player available?
Yeah, it's best player available.
Alright, Cleveland Browns, who were selected Johnny Manziel, so I apologize for this pick if you guys wanted Derek Carr.
Yeah. Well, he's gone too. But,
Oh, right. Teddy Bridge, though.
I don't think this is going to happen. But since he plummeted this far, I think they're going to take Taylor Lewan.
Oh my god!
But, yeah. There used to be talk of them getting a tackle at 4. That's obviously not going to happen, but they still are in need of one. And if they get that lucky and Lewan is still on the board at 26, they're going to snatch him up, no doubt.
What I'm saying is, if this happened where they did get Johnny Manziel, if they have an athletic left tackle like this, or right tackle, to go across from, wow, I'm drawing like Joe Thomas, that'd be pretty electric. I'm just saying, but I agree. I don't think Taylor Lewan's gonna fall this far.
Tyler Lewan.
Dude, he's got like 4 ways of saying his name. Taylor Lewan, Taylor Lewan. Actually, there's one too. Tyler Lewan and Tyler Lewan. All right, number 27, the New Orleans Saints. Brendan, you are on the clock.
For this pick, I see the Saints trading it away with the lack of needs, and I see Oakland trading back into the first round and taking quarterback Teddy Bridgewater.
Oh!
I would, with the Raiders being up that high, I don't think they have that skills to have the ability to trade up where the Saints do need some positions too. Just a thought.
I love this move. I think the Raiders, if they could get Mike Evans, a really tall receiver, and they do not impulse and get a quarterback at that pick, I think it's a great pick. I think Bridgewater is a guy that could come in and compete, and he also doesn't have to start week 1. I think this is a great pick. All right, the Carolina Panthers for me. I think this is an easy choice, and I'm going Kelvin Benjamin, the receiver for Florida State. The Panthers, we all know, need wide receivers. And just look, I mean, when you guys think of this, just tell me the first word football-wise. Don't say sucks. The first football term, like your thought process. Jason Avant, Jericho Cotchery, and Taekwon Underwood are your receivers. What is...
Underrated.
Poop.
There you go. PG.
Am I allowed to swear?
Go ahead.
Shit.
You said underrated. Care to... Damn, you got me.
They're almost like a girl. Out of shape.
Alright.
You're cutting.
The number 29 pick. Don't worry about it. The New England Patriots. Patrick Big Mouth Gavigan, you're on the clock.
Ah.
You guys are going to make me work hard on this, aren't you?
You don't have to.
So,
Oh, I'm cutting it.
the Patriots did make some bold moves this offseason, getting some players that they key needed, like Darrelle Revis. I think they will go with...
You don't know who that
I
is.
don't know. I don't know. I don't really know right now.
Come on. Clint Dix is off the board. Get it? He said, NFL draft
I
pick.
have them... Hang on.
Dude.
This might be a while.
Unprepared. By the way, just saying, the Panthers receiving core is gross.
That was
They
your
probably
opinion
smell
on
gross.
them?
But let me while he's taking this pick, let me go further into Kelvin Benjamin. There has been some reports that maybe Kelvin Benjamin is a hybrid tight end, kind of like a Jimmy Graham. He weighs right now coming in at 240 pounds, which is pretty big for a receiver, but he's 6'5". I'm just saying, look at what he did. He was clutch against Auburn in the national championship with that game-winning touchdown. He has probably one of the greatest upsides with that size. So, number 29, the New England Patriots. Patrick, do you have your pick?
I do. I have
Yay.
I have the Bears trading back in
Oh!
and getting Kyle Fuller.
Ooh. Bold.
There goes Dave's pick.
Dave, would you like the board of shame?
No, it's an easy switch.
Yeah. Great pick, though. 49ers, they could use another corner. Charles
That's
Tillman's on his last legs.
That's it. I was talking about the Patriots and the Bears.
Oh?
I was talking about the Bears.
So was I.
You were?
Charles Tillman is a Bear, bud.
How?
Oh, let's go to Dave.
Wait,
Tillman,
I
Dave.
thought you said the 49ers. Didn't he say the 49ers? You said 49ers.
Hey, bud, let's just get to Dave's pick, alright?
Right.
Well, PG thought he was all sweet because he took my player, but there's another great corner out there. Jason Verrett /
Great
Verrett.
pick.
Out of
How would you
TCU.
pronounce that?
I don't know.
Jason Barrett.
I thought it was Verrett, but then I heard
Verrett?
NFL Network Verrett. So I don't know.
Like Kevin Everett?
Can you guys... never mind. We might actually get to him, so I'll bring it up later. Number 31.
You're gonna have to give me a second with the pick.
The Denver Broncos, as Brendan is on the clock, and he is... See, not all... During the draft, you don't have to make your pick immediately, so they're on the clock, but
Yeah. We're just doing this.
Just
Quick.
give me a second.
say the name of the offensive guard of UCLA, Dave.
Xavier Safu.
Not even trying. PG. Say the
Xavier
name.
Sufalio.
Terrible. I'm going to say it. Xavier Suafilo.
I feel
But that sounds too American, like
It
croissant.
does.
Oh, it does. Name the guard on Stanford.
David Yankee. I'm
What
What about the nose tackle from Minnesota?
Rashid Hageman. I just like spelling that guy's name in my mock draft.
Shade.
By the way, this mock draft does not reflect the thoughts and
Of
process of the NFL offseason analysts. It is merely an entire mock draft.
I'd like to say that Brendan screwed this up.
I would like to.
I don't know, I
say,
think-
Dave, fuck you.
Can you
Dave, he
bleep
went
that
down a
out?
level. Don't go down that level.
Are you allowed to bleep these things out?
Yep.
So we can swear all we
Okay,
want.
so
Alright.
there hasn't... Okay, the pick is in. Before I give my thought, let's go down to the podium. Brennan?
If this has not been made yet,
Oh, please tell me it's
Ryan
not been me.
Shazier,
Great pick.
Ohio State.
Not Chris Borland. That's actually a good pick.
This leads right into what I was talking about. This mock draft does have a lot of like crazy picks, but then there's a lot of things you can actually see happening. Ryan Shazier has been, I've seen in a lot of mock drafts going to Denver. An outside linebacker to go with Von Miller and DeMarcus Ware. Whew. Sounds like a pretty good defense. Alright, the last pick in the first round of the 2014 NFL Draft. I am smitten between two offensive linemen, Virginia Tech's Morgan Moses and offensive guard Xavier Susafilo.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Say the name of the Xavier. Say his name.
Who?
The offensive guard
Xavier
of UCLA.
Suafilo.
Safu?
Suafilo.
Say it again.
Cephalo.
Suafilo.
None of us can get this, alright?
Suafilo.
We don't have the tongue. Okay.
You don't have that accent.
Doesn't matter, because I can say the name that works. Morgan Moses. He is NFL ready. The Seahawks just look. Russell Wilson was running for his life the majority of the year. He was the second most sacked quarterback behind Ryan Tannehill and those Miami Dolphins. Morgan Moses is a great tackle that can go along with center Max Unger and make the Seahawks an even better team than they were last time. So I think you can definitely see that working out.
Can we reflect on can we see who the people have fallen out of the first round
Absolutely.
and see who would be a steal in the later rounds besides
Sure.
this first round? Who wants to go first with that?
Wait. Define more what you're talking about.
Like, who would be a good steal in those late rounds, second, third,
Are you saying
fourth?
that hasn't been picked in our mock
Yeah,
or
that
like
hasn't
in
been
the
picked
draft?
in our mock.
Can we do it in the draft? Like guys that could fall?
Yeah.
I just feel like the mock is
Hang on.
kind of, we'd have to dig into it.
Everyone
Much.
say who you think fell to Vargas that shouldn't?
Okay. All right.
Who was picked highest?
All right, I got a couple guys.
Say
Okay,
one
Brennan.
each.
Jake Matthews.
All right.
Which one?
What do you mean?
Think he fell too far? Or
He fell
was
too
picked
far.
high? Yeah.
And who did he pick? Who was picked too high, Brennan?
Too high.
It'd be fun if you picked one of your picks.
I would say Khalil Mack because I don't know if well, it's a good pick because I just can't see it happening.
There's been a report that the Texans GM likes Mack better, but I don't know if that means trading down. I feel like they want to trade down. They're just hoping they get the right offer.
Yeah, but I don't know who would really trade up from like third pick.
Another news. Listen, you're going to hear a bunch of rumors before Thursday night, and there is another report that the Falcons are not interested in trading up to number 1.
Or number 2.
That was reported today by ESPN, but
And
it's not
NFL
official.
Network was talking about too.
Right. So, all right. The person that fell way too low for me was Taylor Lewan.
Yes.
Lewan. Dude, I can't get this guy's name right. But out of Michigan, he's a great athletic tackle that Mike Mayock and a lot of NFL draft experts, in air quotes, because I don't know how you really proclaim yourself as an expert because you're not a scout. But
Who?
NFL draft experts are scouts.
Yeah.
That's what they do. I'm not saying I'm an NFL draft expert. All analysts think they're draft experts suddenly. They cover the NFL during the season. Now suddenly they know
They
everything about the
should
draft.
say that. They got the job.
Mike Mayock, is an expert.
Was he a scout though?
Yes.
These are just
Yeah,
retired
he played in the
scouts.
NFL. I know that for sure.
Donald Jeremiah.
Yeah, he was
Daniel.
A scout.
Daniel
Yeah,
Jeremiah,
got
he
a
was a
ring.
scout. Bucky
Got a
Brooks
ring.
was a scout. Yeah, he got a
And
ring
so
with the
was
Baltimore
Mel
Ravens.
Kiper, and so was
Mel Kiper's never had a job in the NFL. He's garbage.
and so was
He just knows a lot
He got
about
one
football.
right in his mock draft last year. I know mock drafts really don't matter that much, but you got to get some right. Like, I got 8 last year. Dave got 6.
I don't know how
Joe
many.
Biscali of WGR
I got
got
8.
You
14.
made that up, Brendan.
No, I
You
didn't.
didn't even do one last year.
Okay.
Oh, if
And then the guy that I think went highest, went too high, is Odell Beckham of the Buccaneers.
All right. I think.
Hold on. Do you agree? I want to
do
hear
agree.
your input. Do you think Odell Beckham is a top 10 pick?
No.
Do you think he's a top 15 pick?
Yes.
What team do you think fits best with him?
I think the team that fits best with them is someone who needs a slot receiver, not like an outside receiver like the Buccaneers.
So you don't think he's a top 10 pick?
I don't think he's a top 10 pick. I think he's a top 15 pick.
So you think that he'll either go
I think he might go
Titans,
Giants just because the Giants need another slot receiver.
I can see the Jets taking him.
But that's
Or
not
my-
top 15 though.
I can see the Buccaneers taking him if Mike Evans is gone.
In my final mock, I'm having a trade at number 17 with the Ravens and 49ers, where the 49ers get Odell Beckham.
So you have him falling to 17.
Well, because if you look at it, I think the Steelers need defense more. Actually, aren't they 18? They're not 15, top 15 either. But okay, you look at
Steelers are 15th. They're the last 15th.
okay, right. I think they're going to take a corner, whichever guy falls.
Let's see.
So I don't know. PG, give your lowest and
I
highest.
think the lowest guy that's down there is obviously a CJ Mosley.
Okay.
CJ Mosley with the great talent out of Alabama, national championship team, against Notre Dame. I think he should be a little higher just because he's an inside linebacker and teams need linebackers more this year than they do because all the linebackers are getting old.
Yeah.
So I think, but now the guy I think that went the highest is Sammy Watkins.
Really,
Sammy
at 3?
Watkins is a great receiver. I have to give credit to him. But when teams with the expanding league of taller receivers, the teams need more.
He's no Brandon Cooks though.
No, he's no Brandon Cooks or Mike Evans though. He's a slot receiver. I think Sammy Watkins would be best fit in someone who needs a slot, not an outside receiver like the Bills. Like
Is that the Bills though?
the Bills need the outside because the Bills don't
They
have any
could
tall
put
receivers.
Stevie and Robert Woods on the outside and put Sammy Watkins.
Stevie and Robert Woods don't have the height. This is a growing league. The Bills need a height at the
What
receiver
team-
You
position.
realize though, it's not all about height. The scouts and them are saying that Sammy Watkins is the best prospect to come out since like AJ Green, and they're putting him up in that class.
Is Sammy Watkins better than AJ Green coming
Well,
out of
I'm
college?
saying as a prospect.
But this is what I
So
don't
you
understand.
can't just say, well,
yeah,
he's short, so he's gonna be bad.
yeah, I understand. This is what I don't get.
He's not even short. He's like 6'2".
Right. Marquise Lee had an incredible junior year. Everyone's projecting him to be a top 10 pick the next year. Then he comes out in senior year, he hurts his leg. The quarterback, it's a QB carousel in USC. There's people all around